Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. No long intro today. We're gonna hop right into this video. I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I'm first gonna go in and prime my eyes with my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, and then I'm going to take a fluffy brush and dip it into the shade Dusty Rose. It's this beautiful mauve shade. I just think it's absolutely perfect for this look. It just adds a nice little color and it mixes really well with the browns that we will be using, and it turns into this very sultry, pretty Christmas look. As you can see, I am not doing anything crazy with the transition shade. I am just doing buffing motions back and forth from inner corner to outer corner. I wanted this look to be something super simple and easy and achievable at any skill level, and I think this is absolutely perfect, especially for the holidays. So just keep going back and forth, building this color up to my desired outcome before I go in with a clean brush with no additional product to make sure this is all nice and blended. It is totally okay to be messy with this because we are going to clean it up later on once this whole look is complete, so don't fret. Moving on to our next step, I am going to take a Morphe M433 brush and dip it into the shade Rustic. This is a beautiful brown shade that is going to add a lot of depth and dimension to this look. You want to apply it into your crease in windshield wiper motions back and forth, but you do not want to drag this up too high, otherwise you will cover up that initial transition shade, Dusty Rose, that we went in at the beginning. And you want that to still peek through at the top of your eye look. And don't go in initially with a lot of pigment. That is where you can get really messy and looks can get pretty stressful and complicated. But if you just take your time, everything will work out just perfectly. Next, I'm going to take my Morphe E36 brush and dip it into the shade Cyprus, which is a beautiful chocolate brown shade. This shade is really going to help deepen up that outer corner and really round out this look before we go in with our lid shade. Now with this shade, I am not sweeping it from inner corner to outer corner. As you can see, it is just staying on our outer corner. And I will ever so slightly brush it up into the crease, but we are not making this super dramatic. Now I'm going to take my JH41 brush and dip it into the shade Bronze. This is a beautiful gold bronze shade. Now if you have a regular brown bronze shade, this would totally work. Honestly, use whatever bronze shade you like or have. This one was in the palette and I just absolutely love it. I think it's such a beautiful color. And one of the great things that I love about this shade is not only can you apply it with a brush, but you can also apply it with your finger. Now, be warned, there is some fallout that I'm going to have to clean up after, but that to me is pretty standard with shimmer shades, but you can mostly avoid that by using your finger. Now to make sure everything is nice and blended, I am just going to go back in with those same shades, Cypress, Rustic, and Dusty Rose, to make sure we have a nice cohesive look. I want a nice transition from that brown to the gold, and again from the brown to the rest of the shades. I want it to be kind of cut crease, but also not super harsh. Since I have some fallout, I'm going to quickly clean up my under eye using some Garnier Micellar water, and I'm also going to take this time to carve out where I want my eyeshadow to end, which will act as a guide when I go in with eyeliner next. Now we are going to do some winged liner. Anybody who knows me knows I do not do winged liner. It is very rare because I am terrible at it. So this is a big deal that I am not only doing a look that has eyeliner in it, but also doing it on camera. So I am just going to take my time, very slowly draw this out. I am definitely one of the person that you start doing eyeliner and the next thing you know, it's up to your brows. So we are going to try and do this as delicately as possible. And I am sorry that the palette I am using to look at so that I can get my eyeliner right is reflective. I should have picked a different mirror to look in, but I am making it work. And yeah, I am actually thanking the eyeliner gods that it turned out just right. Now for the face, I'm going in with my JH03 brush and my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Primer and applying that all over my face. Then I'm going in with my MAC Face and Body Foundation in the shade C1. I absolutely am obsessed with this foundation. It is so beautiful, so buildable, and is just an overall really good one. It also adds a very nice dewy finish, which I am obsessed with. For concealer, I am using the Nars Radient Creamy Concealer and the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. And I'm going to buff all of this out with a Real Techniques concealer brush. Now, one tip that I have learned from trial and error is that I do not like my under eye concealer to sit very long. So I apply the concealer to any spots that I have first and allow that to get tacky, and then apply my under eye concealer last, and that will be the first thing I blend out. This is just what I have learned to be really helpful during my makeup routine. Time to set our makeup. I am going to use my JH06 brush and the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. This is by far one of my favorite ones. It has a beautiful finish. And I'm also going to take my Real Techniques brush and apply that closer to my under eye. For bronzer, I am using the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in the shade Tan-Tastic. I am obsessed with this, and I'm using a JH02 brush. For blush, I am using the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Rose Dior, and I'm taking that on an M405 brush. I'm pretty sure I butchered that name, but anyway, it is a beautiful, beautiful brown shade, and I think it really complements this makeup look. Now for highlighter, I am taking the Dior Backstage Glow Face Palette in the shade 002 Glitz, and I'm going to mix those two top colors and apply it to the high points of my cheekbones with the Morphe M405 brush, along with the tip of my nose and also my inner corner and brow highlight as well. This is just a MAC pencil brush. Now for brows, I am going in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is another part of my makeup routine that I do struggle with, getting my brows just the right way. And one of the things that I've been doing recently was to actually carve out where I want my eyebrow to kind of be. So lining underneath and on top. And once I have the general shape that I am looking for, I'll just go in and fill it all in. And it seems to make the process a little bit more easy, and my brows turn out to look really actually very nice, and I'm very proud of how they look versus looking like distant separated sisters from like generations apart or something. They just look really weird sometimes, but this has really seemed to help sort of tame my inability to not do my brows. Great. Moving on to lashes, I am just going to very gently curl them so we have some nice lift to begin with. And then I am going to go in with my Glossier Lash Slick and begin applying that to my eyelashes. This mascara is a fiber mascara, so it's going to help lengthen your lashes, which is what I love. I have, I think, fairly decent lashes, but I do enjoy adding some extra vavoom to my eyes. I think lashes really help kind of tie a whole look together. So I am just using this to help lengthen and separate before I go in and build this up with another mascara. But again, just applying it to my lashes, and actually I will not be applying this to my bottom lashes. I did not address this at any point in this video, but we are not doing anything to our lower lash line, which is super different to me. That is not something I typically do. I always put shadow and mascara on my bottom lashes. So this is a fun little different kind of makeup look that I'm doing today. For our second mascara, I am going in with the Lancome Monsieur Big Volumizing Mascara. I know, super fancy, but I got it on sale during the Sephora Black Friday deals, so I saved some money and your girl is very happy. But this is a beautiful mascara. This is actually the first time I'm using this, and it is so beautiful and volumizing, and it adds so much thickness and drama to your lashes. So if you can get your hands on this while it's on sale, I definitely highly would recommend it. Can you see the difference between the two? I definitely can, and I could definitely tell in person. But I am so impressed with this mascara. And actually at the end of this video, I didn't film it, but once my eyelashes are dry completely, make sure they are before you do this next step, I'm actually going to go and curl them one more time to really set everything in place, and my lashes look so good all day long. If you're like me and can be sometimes messy with your mascara, I have two tips for you without using a Q-tip. One, use your concealer brush to clean up your under eye area. And two, If you get mascara on your lid, use your eyeshadow brush and your eyeshadow that you used for it and just easily, very gently go and buff over it and it'll come out in no time. Super simple, super easy, no Q-tips required. For lips, I am using the Huda Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Game Night. This is by far my new favorite lipstick. It is gorgeous. And now to wrap this up, I'm gonna go do my hair. This is the finished look, you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this super simple, easy holiday look. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!